Luc Besson gave us a chick half naked in a taxi.
Well, more like
falling out the sky into the taxi. Bruce Willis.
Nah. Fully nude once render was complete.
Yes. Once render.
She came in there saying "Big Bada Boom."
Hey, what's going on, folks? We're back. We're talking about the Luc Besson classic, The Fifth Element. Like, share, subscribe. Go to our site. Tell all your friends, tell all your family. Do what you do. Boom.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry,
do
what?
Do what you do.
Was that your way of saying it? First off, hi everybody. Welcome to 3 Black Geeks. Please like, click, and subscribe. Comment all you want to. We love to hear
good
from
or bad.
Yeah, good and bad. And if you're anything
39
like
counts. 39 counts.
Why you gotta bring up the GOAT, man? Oh, that's GOAT status.
0 for 39, baby. Yeah.
Boy, Trump became a rap lyric and didn't even know it. That's all I gotta say. Some dude is trying to say, "Oh man, he got the counts down, Trump," or some shit like that.
Look, be sure to check out our locals channel. I'm joking. We don't have a locals yet.
Yeah.
Coming to you in 2039. 2030. Gotta get 39 in there somehow.
I thought it was 34 counts. When did they add another 5?
Because he's white.
They're gonna find 5 more when he try to go for the appeal. Like, nigga, we found like 6 more up in this shit.
Got a bunch of traffic tickets here. You just don't care, do you?
And he'll still become president.
Those traffic tickets were racist.
First off, don't put that evil on us, Ricky Bobby. Don't do that. We already got Ty Lou Lister as president in The Fifth Element, which
sir,
Mr. Luke.
Sir. This is me putting that
President Debo, sir.
This is me putting the evil on that happening.
Yeah, when it doesn't happen.
And then when it doesn't happen, all the mock are gonna be like that.
Look, sir. If
that cockeyed Negro in the
I'm just
White House
right now. I'm calling her right now. So he's getting sentenced the weekend of BlurCon, right? We're in Virginia.
That's not going to happen.
If there's another insurrection, January 6th, part 2, because of this shit near the White House, the fact that all of us collectively as Black people are going to be together and watch this shenanigans is going to be hilarious.
So wait. So the sentencing is what, July 11th? Because isn't it like 2 days before BlurCon, right?
Wait, he's really getting sentenced?
So he's getting sentenced 2 days before BlurCon. So hold on. 2 days. Wait. 2 days before BlurCon. 4 days before Juneteenth.
Oh my God. It's gonna be delicious.
It's
gonna be a hell of a weekend. That's all I gotta say.
Wait. No, hold on. Is he? Look, now I gotta investigate.
It's July 11th.
What's July? Sorry,
July 11th.
July 11th. Either which way. July 11th.
Can't that shit happen on Juneteenth?
No, not Juneteenth. I got excited there for a second because, in the midst of all this black shit that we about to be doing.
All I'm saying is July 11th. Watch out, because this week in the nation's capital is going to be. All I'm saying is, I don't wish death on anybody, but if we get Ashley Babbitt part 2,
I hope it's still comedic. I hope it's still comedic as possible, yeah. Hope this time it's a bigger gun. Those two guys will be helping. I was about to say, those 2 other guys will be helping. Let's get Mr. Trump.
That's how you know.
Yeah, because bullshit. All of us are Trump.
That's how you know. Look, all I'm saying is this. It'll be beautiful. But speaking of which,
sentence goes into effect.
You can't keep getting away with it.
I'm surprised Trump pulled the sign out of his head. Sir, help me. But no. Luke has seen his films before. We've all seen it. Leon Professional. That was our first. I'm pretty sure that was his first American movie.
First American one, yes. Mm-hmm. The Professional.
Yeah, Professional. Leon was Leon overseas, right?
Yeah.
Leon.
Here
and
in
then here's
America, we had to have something non-pussified. So
the Professional.
Yeah.
And look,
Yeah.
the trailer for The Professional was dope as shit. So I can understand that he's the professional. And
Everyone.
kind of mad Jean Reno never became the big star here in the U.S. after that. But I think that's a good thing. I think that is a good thing. But after he did The Professional, right? This guy down here hit me to another movie. I think I was in the Air Force at the time. Because he's the one I said in the Taken episode that he put me on the Taken because Taken came out overseas. And he's like, yo, you got to check this out. I knew Liam Neeson, blah, 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 right? It's like, Chris, you got to check this out. Now, at the time this movie came out, parkour was the big thing, and we all ate it up because we saw the videos. So Aaron shows me this movie.
Parkour.
Now, apparently, when Aaron showed me, he's like, yeah, that's the guy that made parkour. He's the lead in this movie. I'm like, so they're just jumping around, and okay, I'm in it. Fuck.
Was it District B13?
Yep, District B13. District 13 here in the States. I don't know why they took the B out, but
and then there was another one I think he did. What was it? Yamakaze, The Great Challenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did that. But like, because he's the one that did La Femme Nikita, right?
Yeah, he did Nikita. Let me check that.
I believe he did Nikita. I believe. But either which way, he, recent times he did Lucy, which
Yeah, he did. He did La Femme Nikita.
Yeah, he did La Femme Nikita. So like, Luc Besson has his moments, and this was the movie that really, I feel, at least for me, stratosphere, and I don't think anybody saw it coming at all.
Nobody did. You know how a lot of times where we're seeing in Hollywood now.
And he did he also did Kiss of the Dragon, Unleashed, and Transporter.
Yeah, Kiss of the Dragon. You hit me to Kiss of the Dragon.
I did.
You hit me to that. That was a good movie. I actually like that.
I love how Three Black Geeks keep on looking at that, going, yeah, that's a movie. You gonna review it? All right, let's keep it going.
Man, watch out.
Kiss of the Dragons in that same tier that came out that same time as like Romeo Must Die. It's like that was a weird moment where just like that MTV generation aspect of movies was just like all culminating.
We gotta bring in Kung Fu somehow.
Got to put Jet Li in grunge hair and he's kicking ass. Like it's like, all right, cool, I guess, sure, fine, gotcha.
It's like when we get I think the one thing though with Luc Besson, Luke has this one thing though I have noticed. Anytime it's a woman lead, I can't trust it for only one main reason. And I'm just gonna keep it real. You put a finger inside her, did you?
Sir, he is French. Of course he did.
On top of that,
on top of that, has inducted charges of the stuff, the way he was shooting Natalie Portman in The Professional.
I'm gonna be real.
He's never gonna do those charges.
You're gonna laugh at this. Go ahead.
I was gonna say with this movie, with Fifth Element, bro, it's Milla Jovovich, man. She has to be naked in every movie that she's in.
All I'm saying is this: I am surprised Luc Besson did not have Me Too charges thrown at his ass. I am shocked.
Go through his wiki. The sexual charges ain't stopped since 1995.
There's like
going.
Like, because you look at the movies, these movies, even Fifth Element, there's a lot of sexually charged stuff. Like, again, he's French, so he's hitting to the stereotypes hardcore.
I'm French. This is what we do.
He's hitting to the stereotypes. He is not beating no allegations. Because I'm gonna tell you this much: even as a kid watching The Professional, it's like, this is a very inappropriate relationship here. Like, Jean Reno, no.
See, what you do not understand is.
Like, to his credit, though, I will say this: it could be the writers of The Professional. That moment where Jean Reno was like, "No, I'm not doing this. Hell no! Like, get the fuck out of here! Like, nah, this is a kid."
No. Luke wrote that. See, he says no, so you can't say that he's you can't say that he's a.
That's not good enough, Luke.
You can't look. You cannot say that he's a omelette du fromage. He's a pedophile. You cannot say that. Am I using my Jean-Claude accent? You goddamn right I am.
But at the same time, you're right, D. It's like you look at his filmography. It's like, yo, how did you duck the charges? How?
Baguette.
Piri Saint-Germain.
laughs in champagne. Chateau 21.
Yes. So I want you to stand here and how do you say in English? Do the action. That ain't right. Luc Besson know how to speak English. That's how he got that girl to take off her clothes anyway.
But nah, man, look, I would say this: like the clothes that he has Milla Jovovich in when she's in them bandages, I was like, you wanted her to be nude, didn't you? Did I feel because it's like, okay, so basically the whole basis of Fifth Element is this: it's a sci-fi fairy tale. That's really what it is. It's a sci-fi fairy tale,
ambitious as hell.
Now, you know how we like to say how everybody's chasing themes and chasing styles and stuff like that, and everybody right now is like, you know, it did come from a comic book or something like that. Back in the 90s, when it came to sci-fi movies, there was two questions: is it Star Trek or is it Star Wars? And to give Luc Besson his credit, he says, I'm gonna take a little bit of both and go forward. So that's kind of what he did with this. He took one of the main plots that he took with this, with the whole thing with Corbin Dallas himself. He took a lot of this from heavy metal because there was a story in heavy metal.
The heavy metal vibes. Yeah, it hits hard. At least for me, as somebody that watched that old 80s heavy metal, which, to be honest with you kids, don't watch that movie because it's
80s. It didn't
peak 80s.
It just like age well.
Just like heavy metal 2000 is peak 2000s.
I think heavy metal 2000 didn't age as well as the like. I feel like the one in the 80s aged slower than the one in the 2000s.
I'll say this about heavy metal 2000. Heavy metal 2000 is nowhere near on that upper echelon of like
classics,
of classic.
Yeah. Heavy metal 2000 was very much make it 2000s, and I'm like, all right, cool. I guess there's a lot of people that's voicing these characters. The titties are tittying on this animated chick.
Oh yeah, I mean we definitely had like a seed or two of grindage, but but it has a stink of aged Surge Cola in here.
Jolt.
What the 80s did, it took. Because that's what you see. The 80s, they took different animation styles, and it was an anthology, and that was the other thing that really worked for it. It was an anthology. It all had one connective tissue, which was, I think,
the green glow. It was the green glow.
Yeah, the orb or whatever the fuck that was, and I forgot what it was. And you had
cosmic cube or something.
Pretty much. That's really what it was. It was basically the long story short, because we're never doing heavy metal now. No, we're not doing it. But
just real talk, we're not never gonna happen.
The orb was basically like power. It was consuming people essentially. That's really what it was. It's like the One Ring, except it's green and it's a ball.
Yeah.
Basically.
And you hear Grand Funk Railway in the background. That was the only difference.
It's like, all right, cool, sure. But nah, this would be. But yeah, Fifth Element is like, so it's sexually charged. It's a sci-fi fairy tale, and like D said, it's like it hit what we were looking for in the 90s in terms of like when you had, because even like you look at Giant Mnemonic, that's a sci-fi future film, but it kind of went into cyberpunk territory of sci-fi, and this one is like an amalgamation of, like you said, Star Wars, Star Trek, and some cyberpunk aspects thrown in and shit. And boom,
it had more of a story to tell. Giant Mnemonic kind of went up his own butt by trying to be anti-government, but at the same time cyberpunk. It kind of
ninjas
itself over. And you're like, the Japanese are going to take over. That shit.
But Luke has a good way of also, when you look at the cast.
I'm sorry. And nobody, I mean, nobody on that set said, Keanu, you're going to have to act. Nobody told Keanu that whole movie.
But I would say this, Luc Besson has a way of getting a weird set of actors together in a movie, and it works because, like I said, Tiny Lister is the president of he's president of the world or whatever, United States universe or whatever and shit.
He's just the Federation.
He's the president of the Federation.
President of the Federation of the Worlds. And I'm going to be that nigga. You couldn't get your eye fixed.
No. The fact that
run the whole section of the cosmos, the section of the cosmos,
sir,
they couldn't get that eye fixed,
sir. sir, it is the year the year 22. Fuck it, slam your head on the number pad. That's what year it is for this movie.
Sir, it really did. Somebody did this.
All I saw was I literally saw this and
whatever. Just the
gently
number
slam somebody's face on the keyboard.
It was the number 2 followed by what
XXX.
followed by this side of the keyboard, just the number pad. Face was smushed into it, and whatever came out of it, that's the year we're in. Because hold on, we also we're in the middle of far into the fucking future, and then 300 years later,
yeah.
Because
it went from 1950s, like they were on the set of The Mummy, and then it's like boom, future, and I'm like, whoa, sir.
So we go from the Walter to do, you know what I mean? Like, it's a jump. It is a real jump, man. But then again, when we saw was it Stargate? Stargate did kind of something similar too, but then
Stargate went up its own ass of Egypt back in the day was aliens.
Do y'all want to know something fun?
I love the show though.
Do y'all want to know something fun, guys? Anybody that tells you anything about the story of Atlantis or the story about the Egyptian pyramids being space aliens and all that, it's rooted in racism.
As always,
rooted in racism. Just putting it out there.
Speaking of which, this future in Fifth Element, no racism apparently.
Apparently.
I'm not mad at it. Don't get it twisted, because it is a very sci-fi thing where, hey, we all come together, yay. And,
I mean, of course not.
Which I'm not mad at. I'm not mad. Look, I want people to understand it's not like we're searching for it. Fuck that. It's just, it's interesting when you get a movie that just everybody is just there. They're just there to do a job. They're there to just chill, and there's no racism or anything thrown out there. It's just, that's the future that you think we would have. It's like Star Trek. Star Trek is this future of, technically it is racism because aliens. I don't know why the fuck I said that. But
I believe, since in that future, racism doesn't exist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why does that sound like to me that's where the actual future is going to be?
Just sitting back huh.
Right, I mean, come on.
Wait. What aspect?
No, I'm saying that look at the timeline that this movie's in. Again, we're in the year 2, face slamming the freaking numpad in Fifth Element year, right? And I really believe that, since there was no racism in this timeline, I think that's going to be our actual future. It's going to be 300 years from now, suddenly racism will just disappear.
It just all of a sudden it's I actually like that guy.
And you want to know why I think why that's going to be a thing? Because when Milla Jovovich can just literally take a salt and pepper shaker or something and just dump it into a bowl, throw that bowl and set microwave, and out comes a whole rotisserie ass chicken.
We're getting close to that with 3D printed food. It's coming.
Yeah.
Ew. Really?
Yes. Actually, okay.
3D printed food.
Now you're saying ill, but the thing of it is, the stuff that they use to make the 3D printed food comes from actual food. It's just, printed and all that.
Digitized.
Yeah. It's literally science.
Look, Chris, I understand.
Now, am I going to eat a 3D printed chicken? No, because I know it's going to taste different than the actual chicken.
Chris, look, check it out. I understand that we all drink and we all have it flowing inside of us of microplastic, but come on, bro.
I know. I mean, look, that's next level vegan. Which, side note, I swear to you, vegans, if you serve me a carrot hot dog, I'm punching you in the face.
I saw that shit.
I thought it was a real hot dog, and then I was like,
gross.
Let me understand this, vegans. Your lifestyle is supposed to be this healthy, holistic lifestyle. Why are you trying to sell me on your food by making it with food that you claim is bad for me? Why would you do that? I don't want a vegan cheesesteak. Let me just eat a regular goddamn cheesesteak.
First of all, you're putting it on the freaking potato roll. That's already kind of doesn't that cancel each other out?
Philadelphians will punch you in the face for putting it on a fucking damn potato roll. First off, but
I got you, Chris. Sometime in 2031, vegan chopped cheese.
Actually that does exist.
Stop it.
It does. Look it up. It's on YouTube. Vegan
What?
chopped cheese. That's the thing.
What do they do? Take cauliflower and beets?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just heard chopped cheese. I'm sorry. I left again. What?
No, we were saying like, I say a side note on somebody. If somebody giving me a vegan hot dog and it's a carrot, I will punch you in the face immediately. Just like, because you saw that picture, that person was like, "Oh, hot dog," and they bit into it. And it's a carrot. I was like, man,
carrot glizzy.
Yeah, carrot glizzy.
Carrot glizzy.
But nah, you're right though, because the future of this movie. Okay, first off, I would say it's very apt because obviously it's the Jetsons rule of, all right, the smog is on this level, build a bigger tower over top of it, and we still drive fucking cars that gives us smog. It's like, did we not learn the lesson?
I don't understand.
No, we didn't.
No, because it's like, because what it is like the Jets. Everybody thinks that the future is going to look like the Jetsons in that regard. It's like,
I wish
any environmentalist would tell you that's not how the Earth works. That is not how pollution works.
No, I don't wish for that at all, Chris. The fact that
you either.
No, you said I wish because think about this. You got a whole ass apartment building just held up by like literal chopsticks and shit like this.
No, my man was eating. No, he was eating. Yeah, because it was like remember Dread, where they were in those towers and stuff. That feels like more of a realistic future than anything. But like,
I mean, no, seriously, a whole apartment building just held up with these two. Just put these two. This is what's holding up an apartment building.
I don't want that. It's like, terrorists could just take it down easily. Like
a slingshot.
It's literally.
That's what it looked like. You had it right the first time.
It's like, what if you made the Space Needle except it's slim?
Yes.
And I don't get it. What makes
a whole apartment building is being held up by the whole apartment building is being held up by the needle.
It's like, oh, it's raining. Let me just go on ahead and do like the airlines and just rise up. And I'm like, so how long is the length of these buildings here to just?
Also, Chris, worst part of that, going back to the Simpsons. The Jetsons. Remember they had that whole sidewalk for walking your dog. You're literally outside the window.
That's nightmare fuel.
The older I get, Eris, the more white people that is to me. I like to take my dog for a walk, but I can't go to the ground. Luckily, I have a conveyor belt hanging out of my 55-story window.
Bro, the fact that they made that into a joke on Family Guy, I said, thank you. Someone did it.
Now, Fifth Element, though, we got taxis in the air, which, okay, I would give Luke this credit because Neil deGrasse Tyson said it too. The world of Jetsons is weird because if you're going to have flying cars, you have to account for air traffic, and that's weird. And I like how chaotic in the Fifth Element flying in the air is. It's like it's organized, but it's disorganized at the same time. Like, it's a lot going on here. Yeah, that's kind of what it will probably be. Just a lot of just everywhere.
In other words, traffic is still going to be a thing.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how New York traffic remain New York traffic. I really
put that in the air.
I mean,
by the way,
my other problem was this. Here's what it's not a problem. It's something I can admire. Did you notice that this world has no internet in it?
I thought it does.
You can tell there's no internet in this world.
Internet, or they don't have? Well, yeah, internet. Nope. Well, I thought they did have an internet.
There was internets.
Because she was looking up stuff.
World Wide Web.
Yeah, because she was looking on. So Milla Jovovich's character is an ancient being that got Luke Perry's character slams his finger, getting trapped in there and such. And they used the DNA for that to revive the creature, but it's a woman. Like she's supposed to.
It wasn't Luke Perry. It was this big ass thing.
No, I'm saying Luke Perry was the other guy.
No, this walking practical effect.
Again,
seriously, look.
That's ambitious.
I love how we seen them, and then the second time we see them, kablooey. Love it.
I would say that's a very 80s ambitious thing to do because the 80s was ripped with these kind of like practical. Because if it came out now, it'd be CG. It'd be
100% CG.
And the fact that and again, looking at the budget of this movie was $90 million back then. So I gotta imagine how much it costs just to get 6 of those big walking, bulking things to represent the aliens. That's supposed to be a big race of.
I mean, you can already. First of all, you can already imagine how they had to make, how they made certain stuff practical. Like, for example, like this alien shows its hand, like it closes the finger, and then out comes the key.
First off, you blow my mind, sir. Was that magic?
Yes. Slide right there.
I'd like to say for the record, I like how 3BG elevated itself by being on video, because if this is audio, you wouldn't be able to capture this moment here.
You wouldn't be able to see the sliding Sharpie that he just did. The slick Sharpie slide that he did.
Which just further makes me wish that like we had this year 0 of 3BG, we would have ate. We really would have. I ain't gonna lie. We had the jokes y'all heard in our year 1 and 2 that were fire. That shit would have been like comedians would have been stealing our bit. TikTok would have been stolen. Like, yo, that shit would have been fire. But nah. Like when he puts the key in there, because again, Luke Perry is like, he's pretty much, his character acts like any regular person would. Like, what the fuck? Let me get my gun and shoot these motherfuckers. Like,
it's like, nah, these guys are evil.
I survived World War I. I can survive you motherfucker.
Hitler, is that you?
No, hold on. Hitler wasn't there yet.
No. First of all, wrong movie. Because we like Chris, I say wrong movie because we're not dealing with a man-made black hole that will be used to revive the third. Okay,
I'll be honest with you. I wish Harrison Ford popped up in Fifth Element just because it's like an Indiana Jones type vibe and shit. I would have died.
Bruh, Disney would have sued.
Nope. This is what is still under Lucas's own.
Yeah, Lucas.
Lucas.
Lucasfilms have been like, whoa there.
So hold on. So unless Luc Besson was friends with George Lucas, that wouldn't have never happened.
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
It rhymes.
No, I like how after the aliens,
I'm married to a black woman.
I don't know if anybody knows this, but I thought Jar Jar Binks was actually pretty good, and nobody else liked it. I loved it.
First off, Will Sasso does the best George Lucas and Mad TV.
He does the best everybody.
The Steven Seagal and George Lucas ones had me, and Kenny Rogers. Those are the 3 right there that I fuck. His De Niro is alright, but those 3 right there are like tops. But like them shooting the alien and his boy, like, yo, hey, they're good.
I like how they shot it, but all of a sudden, like the temple knew we must close the gate. Good. He was like, hurry up, come on. There is no time. You must be the one. There is so many holes in the.
I appreciate the effort of him trying to run. I appreciate
Hit the X button. Hit the X button. Run, nigga, run. There you go.
Run, waste basket, run.
You ever do a cut scene and you do everything right?
Pass on the knowledge.
But you find out it's just a part of the cut scene. That's what that was.
Pass on the knowledge to the future.
Press X. See, the key is a dick, you see, and the knowledge.
Just can't be going around sticking your key in walls, sir.
Joe, so what? Hey, so D, what? Pretty much, what happened to the alien was this.
What the hell?
Mind you, that what the hell happened very, very slowly.
Oh, that was the it was okay. Again, I'm showing my age here. There's a movie called Crawl, where the walls are closing in, and it's like the slow death. And one of the characters, it was Liam Neeson's boy. He was getting slowly stabbed. He's like, it was like, it's gruesome because it's one thing to get instantly stabbed, and it's like, oh, he did. The slow stab is where it's like, ooh, oh, hey. So I know my man was getting squished really slow by that wall. I'm like, that is a painful, if metal people can feel pain, death.
Can you please just pull yourself out of it?
I could, but I'm surprised the width of his body didn't like make the wall like start to like fuck up and shit.
Nah, whatever was in there was getting crushed.
It's good old American ingenuity.
Egyptian, sir. That was
Egyptian.
That was Egyptian.
Egyptian ingenuity right there.
Again, like I said, if you believe that the Egyptians were space aliens, you are a level of racist that you don't even realize.
Here's my thing. These are supposed to be the perfect humans, so it's weird that it translates from metal monsters from Doctor Who to Milla Jovovich. It's like
to a white girl, yeah, like to this, like
yeah, it's like that's the because the Doctor Who is
all
also
they did was give her orange hair and contacts.
No, guys. I laugh at how the doctor that was putting her together was like orgasming, like yeah. So look at the fibers.
She's perfect.
I'm like,
She's
bro.
a perfect being.
I'm like, did you And then when she dived out, he orgasmed. He's like, perfect.
Nah, the part that got me, I remember seeing it the first time. I was with my cousin and my dad. And when I remember, I will never forget it. He was all like, she is perfect. My dad.
That's the Kevin Nash disapproving stare, like,
if I know anything about my dad said this hand. Her titty small.
I mean, look. Milla Jovovich.
Perfect.
Milla Jovovich
has been getting eye hump. She has been getting eye hump since she was like 15 years old. First off,
yeah. Because what was the first movie that she did?
One of the Blue Lagoon movies, wasn't it?
I think it was the second. I think it was the second one. The second one
where the brother and sister went all the way with banging each other, right?
Okay, time out. That's another movie.
Yeah, I thought I made that up. Thank you, Eric.
Time out. That's another movie series BBG will never dip a toe in. That was peak white people wrote this movie because that ends the brother and sister. No, whoa, what are we doing here? Like, yo,
no, Chris. It all depends on how much you donate to our PayPal, and it also depends on how much alcohol I have in my system.
I'm just gonna be talking about Brooke Shields and not the guy if we're gonna do the first one. That's
it was the second one, the return to the Blue Lagoon.
Yeah.
Why would you go back there?
Well, it's a different cast of characters now.
Okay, characters, man. When the same people, okay. I think
they went all in on the incest in both of those movies, and I'm like, bruh, and they tried to make it sexual too, like it was good. I'm like, no, ew. What are we doing here? Like,
you can't keep getting away with it.
I just read it. The son was adopted. She was the regular daughter.
D. Look at me. Adopted.
Hey, look. Because, see, black people.
I don't trust white people.
The one thing I love about black people, when we have incest in our family,
It's the third cousin.
We don't talk about it. You already ostracize out the family.
Yeah.
White people, well, first off, they were second cousins. All right. Third of all,
they kissing cousins. Toya kissing Muffin. Worse than that, they go home and kiss their cousins. This shit's disgusting.
The chick is
this is nothing.
Yellow hearts and pink diamonds.
Where I get the money for this, don't think rhyming.
Cameron, please come to 3BG.
Somebody, real talk. Somebody clip this and send it to the camera.
Send it to camera. Yo, Kevin ain't lying though. It's like, yeah, he got game as the prostitute that Denzel fucked.
Wait, she was the prostitute in that? No, she wasn't. That was a different chick.
Oh, that was her. That was her. Her and Denzel hooked up. Here Denzel hooked up and fucking a boy was dogging him out for it. The FBI agent was dogging him out for it. Like, oh, what you doing with that prostitute? Jim Brown was giving him shit for it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Jim Brown was giving him shit for being with the prostitute. I was like, damn, dog, really?
You got that real up, man. She a hooker, man. She belong to the streets.
They really need to smack.
What you need to do is get the white girls that I like. Jim Brown, hey.
Jim Brown had a bunch of sixes as white women. What are we talking about here?
Heather Hunter was in that movie. Of course she was. Anyway,
Come on, exactly. What do you do?
Of course she was. It was New York. It was New York, and she was still viable. Anyway,
She Rosario Dawson's stunt double, I guess. Stunt actress.
I felt that she was. Didn't Rosario give it up in a Ferris wheel in that movie?
Mm-hmm.
See, I keep on thinking I'd be making up these movies and these sex.
Rosario was doing a lot of provocative stuff.
Did she? Was she? Didn't
Kids.
Did she do full frontal in that one?
Yeah, tits.
I ain't say we seen Bush. I ain't say that.
Oh no. It was like side boobs and shit in that movie. Yeah.
Well, Ray Allen was sucking on her titty in that movie. Did I make that? Oh, that was real. Okay. All right. Spike Lee, what was you doing, bro?
One moment. That's the one moment I was like, I wish I was Ray Allen right now.
I think gentlemen, y'all need to understand just how
Somewhere at home. Look, Sierra's. No, Chris. Somewhere during that time, AOC. Ugh, I hope I don't grow up looking like her.
I think y'all need to understand that that Milla Jovovich is this.
I love how it's Jolovich, but you say Jolovich.
No, I said Jovovich.
Well, because Mila wasn't she like a?
Hey,
Mila is that old, sir.
Wait a minute.
Because wasn't Mila? Yeah, Mila's
Where
born
was
75.
that?
This was her and MJ doing the LA Gear commercial. Well,
what year was that?
89.
Wow. Return to Blue Lagoon was 91. So yeah, I believe it.
There you go.
Hey, Michael, get your hands off that white woman. Yeah.
What's too late, sir?
Did Mila?
No, you did wrong. Too late.
But nah, so this world, Corbin Dallas, he's a taxi driver, not a great taxi driver, and I think, it's Bruce Willis being Bruce Willis, except he has.
I love it because this era of Bruce Willis is a Bruce. Cut it off. What are you talking about?
Like, let it go, man.
What are you talking about?
Let it go.
I'm fine. Let it go. I'm not letting go of nothing. I'm still a young man.
Bruce, it's gotta go.
When did he officially let it go fully?
Die Hard 3.
Did he go fully bald in Die Hard 3?
Bruce, real quick, Bruce. Let's get this for you. I'm gonna line you up real quick, cuz. I
want people to understand something. There is a denial that happens for men, particularly white men, when it comes to their hair. And they'll like we saw it in the news. Bruce was holding on to hope. He was holding on to hope that hair was going to last, and that hair just kept thinning.
That's a good question. When did we all? I
would say Die Hard.
Die Hard 3 might be the good one though, man.
Because I remember Live Free or Die Hard. I was like, was Bruce always bald?
Bruce was bald by then. Bruce was bald by then, man. Was he bald in what's the name?
Sixth Sense he had hair.
Yep.
Unbreakable is when he went bald. I believe. Yeah, Unbreakable was bald.
The movie, The Kid, that was clearly a wig or something on his head.
Oh, it was a wig. Because he was bald as a kid.
Because he was thinning bald and Death Becomes Her. So I'm like, yo.
All right, Imitate's like, yeah, you know what it was? It was Sin City when he went fully bald.
All right, cool.
That was like 2009. No. That was Sin City was 2005.
Sin City was 2005, dog.
He was bald, but here's the other thing: he was bald in 12 Monkeys, though. But he shaved his hair off of that.
Time out though. Tears of the Sun. He was still trying to hold on to that fucking hair in that goddamn movie.
Damn.
Anyway, Hudson Hawk was in this movie, but you can tell that this is not his first rodeo because he gets his wife
keeps calling him
house jacked. He gets some dude comes to his. I love him because homie has the joke on his head where it's supposed to be like out the hallway.
Hey, listen, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I know I said Die Hard 3. I'm thinking that the hair went from the little that he had in that movie to it just being completely bald, like how he went from a white beater to a brown one at the end of Die Hard 1. I'm sorry.
Hold on, sir. Sir, to be fair in Die Hard, you kill a lot of people, blood will turn your white to brown. So
front and back, bruh.
Hey, water, blood, sweat. It's a lot of things mixing up here. So
I love how dirt. Come on, he was running around in air
glass.
That does not change the entire hue of the freaking wife beater.
You're asking the wrong questions because I'm not asking about the color of the wife beater. I'm wondering what company made that wife beater. That's a durable ass fucking wife beater because Haynes ain't doing it. Haynes ain't doing no durable white beater.
Fruit of the Loom. That's fruit. That's fruit. That was fruit.
I don't know, dog. I think that is pure 1923 steel worker wife beater that lasts.
Steel worker.
The last like Great Depression era wife beater.
Type of we don't make them sheep no more.
We ain't gonna make that we're never making that again because that shit is too expensive.
Hey, look.
It's a Great Depression wife beater.
Bro, because we had a talk online a couple of weeks ago about how like the quality of clothes isn't the same in terms of the durability. And I was like, you know what? You're right, because these like Old Navy jeans is lasting a lot longer than some of these newer jeans that are coming out. This is something happened here.
Easy. The recession came.
Everybody was
recession
hurt.
would do that to you.
Everybody was hurt after that.
But before you get to that guy that had the fucking picture and shit, okay, I like that you can get ramen delivered to you in front of your window at your place. I actually thought that's a dope little concept. That's convenience.
Weeb.
See,
I don't know, man.
The only one, Eris is like, maybe.
I kind of disagree with that because number one, how far do they have to travel with that bowl of ramen to keep it hot? I mean, number two,
Eris, he made it on his stereotypical boat. Okay, he had his rickshaw Chinese boat flying in the air, complete with bang, bang, bing, 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 bing music in the background.
I'm not going to sit here and let you disrespect the shamisen. Okay, you are not going to sit here and disrespect the shamisen. All right, you put some respect on that instrument.
Eris, but you know what got disrespected? Luc Besson going up there. You see in the future, Chinese, they still talk Chinese. So when he went up there, Coben Dallas, you all know God. You're good.
Also,
good.
And keeping
grandfather tell me long time ago.
Mickey Rooney and fucking breakfast. Mickey Rooney and breakfast at Tiffany's and shit. Like, goddamn, like just.
Boy, he was close, but he was actually Chinese.
Close.
So
he was actually Chinese. Speaking of which, though, I always say Luc Besson has these weird, eclectic characters. Because he's from Europe, he has to put in his group of people, and he got an actual British grunge rapper, Tricky, to be in his movie. And
I knew that was yeah.
He's every bit. Cause I've never listened to any of that stuff, but like everybody at that time period was making a big deal of him being in this movie.
Yeah. Americans. Who the fuck is this nigga?
Thank you. All of us was like, who is this guy? And they were like, no, he's a rapper. And I'm like, what has he done? Like
a rapper where?
Thank you. He's in the UK rapper. Maybe Idris Elba might know him.
Idris Elba did a song with them and never put it out.
My cousin.
Maybe that's a possibility.
God bless this nigga. Every black person that look.
What? No, you about to say something.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
You said every black person, and I was like,
my fault. My cousin. Yeah, my cousin, God bless this little nigga. Every black person that he couldn't recognize, every black person that wasn't Chris Tucker in this movie, he kept leaning over to me.
Who are these niggas? I cried laughing when I read
you know what I'm saying? like
we need.
Even Zeus? He didn't know Zeus? Nothing on Tiny Zeus' sister? He didn't know him at all? He's never seen Friday?
Oh, I said no. He knew. Come on, he knew who Debo was. Come on, nigga.
So Debo and Chris Tucker were like the only two. Everybody else is kind of like, Who are you again?
Hey, Chris.
What?
Chris, real talk. We all the same. We all the same. We know who.
I mean, we were. You know. But nah, back to D's boy.
Don't sit there like I knew who that one girl who Chris Tucker was eating out on the ship. I knew who she was. No, you didn't. You know who she was.
We'll get to Chris Tucker in a minute, but your boy, I gotta admit, I gotta be honest with you, D. You're right. That was the most ingenious shit ever. Head down and just shh.
Give me putting in. I'm like, these crackheads in the future. That's beautiful.
That's ingenuity crackhead right there. Like, yo,
I like that. Not only did he have a gun on him, he took his gun and put it on a rack with extra guns. See, that tells you that he's actually
logic.
Somebody that used to be a part of the military. Actually, they showed it in the background. You saw like a trophy or something like that.
So basically,
he can handle himself.
Okay, so here's the thing. The backstory is he was because the movie jokes at it is like he's this big accommodating guy. And he's just a taxi driver. Like there was basically everybody knows he's a badass soldier, including the people that work alongside for the Alliance and stuff. They're like, oh, Corbin Dallas, that guy. And I'm like, what's the backstory on this? Because everybody is like really kind of like this motherfucker every time they hear his name. I'm like, I kind of want to know what happened.
Like Corbin Dallas, so boom.
Pretty much. It's like, all right, like what's the story behind this? And then clearly him being military, his wife constantly nagging his ass with ex-wife.
That is his wife. That's his mom.
I thought it was his wife.
No, that was his mom.
No, he mentioned that his wife didn't talk to him, though. His ex-wife didn't talk to him. His mom was like, don't talk to me like that, Corbin. You know, I pushed you out when you was a baby, and all you did was disrespect me. Why does a mother go through this? Yeah. I'm like, I'm glad that Italian mothers are still being made. That's a wonderful thing.
I mean, but nah, like him being a taxi driver, and he's racked up a lot of tickets, which means, hey, if he gets a ticket or accident, he's done. He can't drive taxis anymore. And I'm like, huh. So even in the future,
that's why I say you can tell that this movie was made before the invention of the internet like that, because certain things that existed in here was like, that wouldn't be that way, because the concept of Uber or anything like that never is not seen. I love that sometimes. I love that sometimes when you see what we predicted in the future will exist later and all the rest of that shit.
A constant fixture though in future stories all the time, fast food, and McDonald's is always at the front hold every single time, and it never changes. So even in the future, we still getting Big Macs in the same packaging.
One thing could definitely be said about the future in the year. Slam your face on the keyboard.
You stop saying
no.
You ain't lying. I mean, it's on the card right there.
Whatever. And anyway, in that time of the future, I believe it's going to be two fast food restaurants that's going to survive the fast food apocalypse. It's McDonald's and Taco Bell.
Oh yeah. I feel. Look,
you think Taco Bell's going to survive?
I think Taco Bell, because listen, as much as Taco Bell is what I like to call regretful food, because once you eat it, you regret it in an hour. But it's the food that's always there.
All right, I got the exact date, and D is saying bull to the crap it happens. It takes place in 2263. Bullshit, we're going to have all that in 2263. I don't think we'll have none of that. That crap. We're not going to have that in 200 years.
Well, all three of us, we're not going to be around.
No, here's the thing. No.
We all going to be dead.
Sir.
Better to be a mystery than to be wrong.
Sir, do not deny me my Ghost in the Shell moment here where we're going to be able to transfer our brain into like a robot and shit.
CJ, until it's 100% confirmed that our consciousness can be synthesized and put into like a prosthetic body of some kind, it's science fiction.
Kind of want it. I want it.
Listen, I want it too. I really do.
Nigga. They still kept the dollar menu.
Yeah, with an actual dollar menu. But as much as look, Chris, I'm sorry. As much as I agree with you
in the shell.
I know you do. I know you do. But the reality of all of that shit is very simply put.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. We made this one up. It's a made-up.
Note the sci-fi on the bottom right-hand corner.
Eris, you're denying me from this.
Yes, I am.
I think hold on. I think we're actually closer to Ghost in the Shell than we are to any flying car. I would say that.
And the reason why I'm denying it, Chris, because what the hell makes you think USB-C is still going to be a thing when that timeline comes?
No, you know what? There is so many things.
No, Eris is right. These are the questions we need to ask ourselves.
There are things that we
You
were
really think a USB is still going to be the main source of carrying
people
data?
not realize how many generations we've gone through, and fucking boomers thought we were going to get flying cars right now. Gen X thought we were going to get flying cars right now. We thought we were going to get flying cars right now, and Gen Z thought flying cars might happen. And the only thing that we got, at least from the millennials on forward, was self-driving cars with the fucking Tesla.
That's all we're gonna have. I think we're gonna have self-driving. I think they had that in I Am Robot.
Yeah.
The automatic, the Audis that were driving themselves. That's as most as I think we're gonna get. At least in our lifetime, we're gonna see.
Well, we already got that with the Tesla?
Yeah.
Doesn't Tesla do the self-driving shit?
Some of the Mercedes, I think a Mercedes does.
A couple
that
of Mercedes
too.
do. A couple of newer Mercedes have.
There's not a Beamer that does that, is there?
Nah.
No, unless it's one of the iDrives. If it's one of the I series BMWs, I think one of them might do it.
That's what I'm saying. It got to be at least one of them.
Because that's the thing. When I look at something like this, it's like we're never getting flying cars, and I'm gonna be so pissed off. I'm like, this is bullshit. No goddamn flying cars. It sucks. What future is this?
I think listen, for the amount of stupid people that we see on the road, I don't want flying cars.
That being also said, all right, if there is one car company that survives all the way to that time,
Honda.
Who do you think it would be?
Hyundai. Don't never count out. That's all I can say. Never count out.
Eric's got a point. So
you put Hyundai. You put Hyundai over Honda surviving.
Sadly, yeah.
Eric,
damn.
Sue kind of got a point.
I was leaning towards Honda. Like Honda might survive.
No. Okay, listen.
Hold on.
I
was going to say Chevy's the one that actually survived.
No, you're kidding me? Toyota bought Chevy in this future. What are you talking about?
Yes, Chris got a point.
Who said this? He was like, Toyota bought out Chevy, yeah, and Toyota helped fund the war for the Russians, and now they don't exist no more. You know, something like outlandish.
But listen, no, Chris, I'm with you. I really want it to be Honda, but I gotta give it to Hyundai.
It might be
because watch, they're gonna come up with a car. They're gonna come up with some kind of vehicle, and that shit is just gonna to the moon and beyond.
Okay, that's
Luc Besson was probably like, but all of these were Renaults. How can you not tell? They was all Renaults. Like, they're going to survive. No, they're not. Frenchie, that's not going to happen.
But to give the Frenchie his credit, the cops are still fat white dudes.
What's with the Judge Dredd style equipment that all of them were wearing?
Also, the fact that they were too lazy to chase after you. What is it? If you get a mile outside of their chase radius, they don't chase you anymore.
Well, also once they fucked up his McDonald's order, which first off, why do you have the hanging tray and you're like 50 miles above the sea level? Like why?
This is why I don't want.
Real quick, follow-up question. Girl giving him the McDonald's. Why is your titties hanging out like that? You at work around fast food.
First of all,
grease.
First of all, Chris.
Future grease.
No. First of all, sir, I need both of you to understand. She is a server. She's not working the grill. She's not working the fries. She is literally taking order and giving it to customer. She can have her titties out.
Titties with titty in them.
I mean, yeah.
Please fight me on that. Please. Come on.
What was the reason? What was the reason? I just explained the reason.
I know you just explained the reason, but Eris, she's getting paid future minimum wage. What was the reason?
What was the reason? Whoa. Stop right there. who's to say that who's to say in the year slam keyboard that that's actual minimum wage?
63. There's a year and you say it. This ain't Mega Man where there's 2XXX.
20X, like 20 double X. No, I really mean it. I really mean it. Who's to say that that's actual minimum wage in that timeline? Hell, who's to say that dollar amount it still has any meaning?
We're through the looking glass here, people.
I'm serious. What if
I didn't do that?
No, and I'm dead serious. Who's to say that in this time that the NASDAQ, the Dow Jones, all that shit kaput?
Well, folks, that was 3BG for tonight. It's this for me to get.
Okay, all right. So check it out, Eric.
I am just simply asking questions.
You're asking the right questions.
And stating facts.
Right questions. I will give you that. You're asking the right questions. It's just that to me, I think we're not really forget it.
No, hold up. Wait. I can bring it back to the titties real quick. Bruh, she's got them out. She's got them out because, number one, repeat customer. Imagine.
Eris, when you watch that scene.
Fair statement, I think.
Also Eris.
I'm simply saying, think about it. Think about it, man.
Oh, no. You saying repeat customer. D's going to say this. It's McDonald's. You mean life. It's McDonald's, dog. Look, I know people that hate McDonald's find themselves in the lobby of a McDonald's, okay? Let's not do that.
First of all, don't kid yourself. They're there for the free Wi-Fi.
Yeah. And apple pies.
And a cookie.
And you know, if it's $1, it's the summertime, it's $1 for any size, soda. I stay for that.
Let me ask y'all this.
You know what? I'm here. Give me a medium fry. See? You see what I'm doing?
Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask you guys this.
Everyone comes to the arches.
Chris Tucker plays Ruby Rod right now. Obviously, very Prince-eccentric. Just, way more outlandish, basically.
Flamboyant.
Very flamboyant as hell. My thing is this. Do you think Prince would have knocked this role out the park?
No, Prince wouldn't want to do this.
Prince would have taken this very seriously.
So it wouldn't have been as whimsical as this. Pretty much.
He would not have been nowhere near as over the top as Chris Tucker was.
So you got Purple Rain and Prince, basically.
Yes, this would have been complete Purple Rain. Matter of fact, Prince would have done no walking. He would have been carried the entire time. He either would have been carried or he would have came in floating off of his purple energy.
But yeah, Ruby Rod is the most metrosexual, flamboyant.
I will also point out that somebody at Capcom obviously watched this movie when they were programming Street Fighter 6 because Eternity is quite literally this character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That what the fuck is with the pompadour? I'm just looking at it.
A pompadour with a hole in it.
But Ruby Rod also gets
it's actually
ladies.
A triangle, Chris.
And it is a triangle. Okay.
Triangle.
Ruby Rod gets all the ladies that whenever he's talking, they orgasm.
So then
I loved it.
Oh no! So then that also proves the point that in destroyed number pad year that the androgynous dude can still become super popular and get all the women.
I mean, it's kind of true to real life.
It is. One little thing about this is my wife brought up the fact that this role also comes up where people talk about comedians getting forced into dresses and forced to be gay.
This gets put up in there? I don't even think it's the same, honestly.
Yeah, it's not to me. Thank you. Yes, they be getting older bitches. But that's the thing. With Chris Tucker and this, because when people have brought out this character, it's like, did you see the movie?
That was
Did
Prince.
you see
It
the
was
movie?
literally Prince flamboyant style.
They saw this part. They saw this. Brother Rod, signing off. What you guys think about it? They saw that.
In his gay boys, it's like, oh yes.
They saw this. They saw this.
Yeah, that's what they saw.
Chris Tucker only had about this much of a role and said, every second I'm on camera, baby, everybody gonna know who I am.
I gotta be real. But the thing of it is, though, all that stuff, it works for the movie. It doesn't feel like it's out of place. It's like, no, this works, of course. Like, of course he would be this.
You know what my favorite part was? You know what my favorite part was? Outside of him talking about what he wanted to do to homegirl and she passed out. You know what my favorite part was, Eris? Randomly, all night long, all night. That's my favorite part. Every time I get to that part, I start dancing. All night long, all night.
Hey, destiny. Sorry.
Speaking of passed out, when
guaranteed. There was a conversation between Michael Jackson and Chris Tucker, and Mike was like this. Ah, shit, nobody around us. Hey, nigga, so when you showed up, why you showed up like that nigga Prince, bro? I know what you was doing, man. You know, Mike dropped that voice, bro. You went out there acting just like Prince. Look, you know, Mike.
He's always gotta look. He's always gotta look both ways to make sure the coast is clear. And then
went out there looking like that gay ass nigga. I thought that was funny as shit, man. Oh, Mike was never homophobic until Prince came up.
Eris will love this because I'm pretty sure in that moment when he was in the theater watching Fifth Element, Michael Jackson was that popcorn gift from Thriller. Like,
oh, you know he was. Go ahead, make fun of that nigga. Like, I hope they make him short. They didn't make him short.
I'll still never forget that one Michael Jackson story that will.i.am told. They actually went to Vegas to see Prince perform just because he was a fan. He said, look, he loves Prince. He respects the man. He went to go see this man perform. Prince caught eye when Mike saw where he was, rolled up to him. Man pulled up on Mike with the bass guitar and just blasted it in his face. Mike didn't say nothing. He just looked at him like, oh, that's cute. Got up, left. They went back to his house. The whole car ride, didn't say nothing. Get in the house. Mike goes, yeah, why they play the bass in my face like that?
That's why that nigga ain't got no friends. You know that's what he's probably saying. That's why he ain't got no friends.
I mean, Mike actually did.
I really enjoy myself.
He really did.
Purple Rain was one of the greatest albums ever made. I love it. I own part of that publishing, and I'm just saying.
He really genuinely had to ask William, why that nigga play that bass in my face, man?
Dude, you know that had to be funny too. See, that's the thing. Like, look. Me and Eris, we have a couple of Michael Jackson podcasts where we talk about Mike, and we always like joke with Mike and say what he probably thought, all the rest of that. We play Mike's inner nigga thoughts when we talk about Mike. Yeah. So you know, Mike really was, like I said, didn't sit in the whole car right there, just enjoying this time with some younger artists. You know what I mean? Like, I'm giving back to the community.
I gotta say,
why the fuck did that nigga come in my face?
I gotta
What's that supposed to mean? Something? Are you gonna get more money than me all of a sudden?
But I gotta admit though, like I feel we lucked out in the fact that
you had to change your name to make a point, nigga. I didn't
our age group was lucky enough to actually see both of them beefing, and it was just fun to watch because it wasn't like anger beef. It was just like, no, this is professional beef. Like
it's okay. It's two magical Negroes being as petty as possible.
And that's what made it fun. It was like there was no hate. It was just like, no, I think I'm better than them.
It wasn't Rick James. Rick, real talk, and I hate saying this because I love Rick. He didn't care, but there was this level of this motherfucker better than me. Fuck that nigga. Like there was a level of I can't stand you because you are legit better than me. Like when Prince was opening up for Rick had to admit this little motherfucker making me work every night. And that's a sign of hate, but at the same time, it's a sign of respect.
Yeah.
That why are you making me work, bro? Now I got to go out here and do an extra 15 minutes because you want to hop on everything.
But here's one thing about this movie. This is another thing. I said fairy tale.
What I had to do make my voice a little voice gets hard.
Nah. So here's my thing. I'm never like if it was any other movie, I would probably feel some way a little bit. So they never really break down like what the great evil is. It just exists, right? And if it was any other director, I'd probably been like, "This is some bullshit." But like this movie, I didn't feel that way. Like, and I've seen this movie so many times. I'm like, "Bro, where did the great evil come from again?" Like, I don't even remember. And it was just like, "All right, fine, cool." Like.
Because much like heavy metal, you were there for everything else of the spectacle. You weren't so super focused on the evil. All you needed to know was the evil was evil, and all the rest of that. I will say this, Chris. So what happens? Does he blow up the whole universe? Does everybody like turn into like a ghoulie? Like what the fuck happens? Like
it's the ending it's the ending from Final Fantasy VII. White flash. Roll credits.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Final Fantasy. All right, is it like Chrono Trigger where you wake up like thousands of years ago and everybody's like sad and poor because the darkness showed up? Like they never really.
See, Chrono Trigger's multiple endings. Final Fantasy VII was just white flash credits.
Don't ever mention Final Fantasy to me because I'm still Final Fantasy X. Let me get this right. Church is evil, but we got to vanquish sin.
Yes.
Yeah. That sounds simple enough.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean what sin turned into at the end of the game? What was that? Was that technically God?
God, Holy Ghost. I don't know. What?
Somebody cast holy. That's what happened.
That's exactly.
No, it was like a little elf looking thing.
You Yevon. So thank God.
Chris, one day, you and I need to sit down, look at all the cutscenes, and then talk about Final Fantasy.
But see, then I want to play Final Fantasy X. So
why? I say why. Today, Final Fantasy X's the fucking gameplay is actually some of the best gameplay in all of Final Fantasy. So yeah, you kind of do make
the great
storyline is a piece of trash.
The great evil is like this planet-sized entity that's just hovering and kind of growing like a fucking Play-Doh or whatever and shit to where it's gonna hit Earth, right? So Milla Jovovich has to save it.
Dr. Claw's voice. That would have been better.
I wish Frank Welker got money. Look, I told Sue this and stuff. I was like, he mentioned Heidi's Song. It was a Hanna-Barbera movie that went to theaters and it bombed, right? And when we look at the list, the biggest to get on that movie is literally Sammy Davis Jr., right?
Playing a rat
that sings.
And singing his ass off.
Oh, yes, he is.
You know they didn't pay Sammy shit for that.
But here's the kicker.
They either overpaid him or severely underpaid him for that.
That movie had 10 songs. 10 songs. Sammy only sung one.
But here's the kicker, though. Optimus Prime and Megatron were part of the voice cast. And I told Eris, Death Taxes and Peter Cullen and Frank Welker not missing a check.
They ain't missing that check, bro.
Peter Cullen played a dog.
He said rough and was like, we're done. We're done.
Rough.
Frank Welker has done. Look, we said this on the show. Frank Welker has played some roles where it's literally him doing like animal noises. It's like, all right, cool, check clear, let's go. And I'm like, really? That's
nobody understand. Y'all don't understand how different to all my millennials and some of my Gen Zers. How different would Aladdin been if Abu was a different sounding voice, it will throw everything off, would it?
That's the dark timeline, sir.
Dark timeline would be dark timeline would be a Boo goes from sounding like a screeching monkey to sound like freaking Gorilla Grodd.
I stand by this. The only reason
why is
why
the Boo talking now? This is weird.
The only reason why Slimer got popular was because of Frank Welker. I stand by that.
I agree with that.
I will always stand by that. Yeah, like that's the only reason why. And the fact that Frank Welker wasn't in this freaking thing
if he was the great evil, I would have been like, yo, this is dope as shit. Like, yo.
I will say this: the newer generation, it will either be John DiMaggio or it will be Fred Teniscori. I think those are the two guys that my kids would go, Fred, or yo, John's in it. What's up? Those are the two voices that everybody.
I would say at least for this movie at the time when it came out, if he was still alive, the great evil would have been Orson Welles.
Bro,
Orson Welles.
He was.
Dude, he was Unicron.
He was Unicron. So
I don't like what you're doing, Zorg.
Speaking of which,
you will give me every. Yes. The French fries stuck in my beard.
Like so.
That's what he said. Luck. There's a French fry stuck in my beard.
No, the one that got me.
Is the reason why 3 Black Geeks exist. All right.
Best one ever. Frozen peas. So it's good. Get some for the road.
Yeah, I get some for the road. And that's what he said. That. What luck. There's a French fry stuck in my beard. That's another great Maurice
March.
Yeah,
Maurice March.
He's one of the goats. He's one of the goats.
Speaking of goats, Gary Oldman. I love him. As D said at the top of the show, that line in The Professional, all of it.
Everyone.
It's the beat red face when he says it, and he played a coked out DEA agent perfectly.
Do you know what I love about this movie and Gary Oldman?
The hairpiece?
Gary, this is the one where Eris loves bringing up this joke, and now Eris, it finally fits. This was the one where he owed his friend a favor.
Yes.
Gary Oldman was already directing his own little film. What the film was, it don't fucking matter because nobody really watched it. But anyway, he was directing, and Luc Besson was like, well, I did help you make it and produce it, and I'm making this new movie. So, how do you say in English?
You kind of owe me one.
No. How do they say in English? Les enfants, you owe me. True, Lure talk, y'all. I took French. My big sister and my little sister partially know it fluently. My brother-in-law is Haitian and he knows French. Well, Creole, but still French. I can't, for the life of me, outside of French football teams, I cannot tell you nothing in French.
I mean, to be fair, though, I just want to apologize to our French fans because, yes, we do have French. The stats don't lie. We have French fans.
Yeah, we do have French. We have the French.
So we're not making fun of you guys.
We're not making fun of you, but y'all need to wash your asses and clean half of Paris for real. That's like, young. Come on, man. That's trifling, bro. That's that whole. Broom, my nigga.
So basically, the Great Evil uses Zorg as his guy to kind of get shit done in terms of finding, Milla Jovovich.
Has to get a regular human being and call this nigga collect.
Oh no, he swallowed multiple satellites, and they were like, "Where's he calling to?" And they actually can trace it because he got. I'm like, for a Great Evil, he could have just came like as a Jedi ghost or something, and just
or as a great evil, you could have came as a planet eater, but that's right. There's that company with the the red and white logo. They make a whole bunch of comic books.
Yeah. Marvel.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they would have sued.
No, Chris, you did it wrong. Yeah, Image Comics did have some. Come on, it's the 90s, man.
Yeah.
Outside of Spider-Man,
No.
and X-Men, People didn't know where Iron Man was, DC or Marvel. Okay,
I'm mad that you said Image Comics. I would have went even more like
Malibu.
No, not
Malibu.
Not Malibu. I would have went Valiant.
I know you were going to say
Jesus.
I know you were going to say this.
Jesus.
Hang on. Yep, that's a white hair.
Eris, I know you're going to say this. Yes. King Features.
King Features.
King Features Syndication.
I'm just gonna be real. Little kid me when I heard Valiant Comics.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
I'm sorry. That's how territorial we were as kids. You still be Valiant. I'm like, the fuck is a Valiant? Get the hell out of here.
Valiant Comics.
It's so funny. And this is not a bad thing. Not that I'm dissing or nothing. This is not me dissing or nothing. I haven't watched. It's so funny to watch me avoiding watching the new X-Men because I want to watch them all in bulk.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny that I'm doing that. Little me would never do that. Little me did that. It smells good to me. I'm like, I gotta see this shit. So it's kind of funny that I'm like that now.
No, it's just that's what it was. So it's like the Great Evil absorbs all this and stuff. The president and them are like, is he making a call? Let's see if we can trace that. Apparently, the call to Zorg basically, okay. Now, obviously, this is the future, and this moment to me implied that there must be a lot of gene splicing and shit going on because my man was sweating oil out of his head.
That was one of those scenes they kind of just didn't explain that right to me.
He's leaking oil. I'm like, is he a robot or is he a person?
He's a Rudy Giuliani, man.
There was no explanation. I saw everything.
I'm not mad at it.
No, I'm not mad at it either. But I clearly saw this.
It really was, man. Like, so basically, during their whole attempts at trying to get Milla, he's been kind of dropping the ball because my man Tricky was another one that was trying to rob Corbin Dallas because he had her, and it didn't work out, and he's basically been busting fucking Zorg's chops the whole fucking time. Like, bro, what the fuck is going on? I sent you on a mission to do this. What the fuck is going on here? You know, and
you out here breaking my balls, man. Come on.
Oh, and also she's the last of her race because her race, funny enough, got destroyed by what was the name of those race aliens?
Fuck. Now it escapes me. Damn it. Hang on. Hold up. The race of aliens. What was it? The Mondo? Was it Mondo Shawans?
Yeah. Yeah, the Mondo Shawans. So the Mondo Shawans were the ones that killed the last of the race because they were going to return back to Earth, and the Great Evil sent basically again, this is to D's point. It's weird. He uses Zorg to hire the Mondo Shawans to do that. I'm like, you could have just went straight to the Mondo Shawans and did it yourself here. Like, what are we doing here? Like, yeah, that's why
I felt also wouldn't there be like a no, I don't feel like it.
Yeah, it's a lot and stuff. So basically, in order to make contact, they have to find, because again, in order for this whole thing to work, the guy get the 4 elements of stones. So was it air, fire, earth, and heart? I don't fucking know. Like I'm trying to remember. I know it was wind, fire, water. Yeah, wind, fire,
earth, water.
Okay, yeah. So you got the 4 elements. Yeah, it is because
plus the sarcophagus. That was the 5th element.
Liara from Mass Effect is an opera singer, and she knows things, and she was like a psychic, wasn't she?
No, she was just a chick that could sing from a different planet. They called her Diva, and
they treated like it was very cultish.
This is one part. It was, so it was like the beat. That 1990s beat came in, and she was like, "Oh," and she was like going, She did it. Here's me. Diva ain't that good. She's using autotune. Fuck her. She ain't that
I
great.
mean, look. Hey, that was that time period where we were getting those splices of different musical genres and stuff. So, you got to get opera hip hop.
Sir, call it ethnic tunes.
Hip opera. Haha.
I can't listen to that song because I feel like it's racist in some kind of way.
Racist in some. It is racist.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, man?
Sail away, sail away, sail away.
Trying to sell me books, sir?
No. I am not Time Life. I'm not selling you 2 CDs for $19.99.
Spare one for 99 cents. God, we're old.
Dearly back.
Nah, but nah, like they have to get those 4 elements. They have to meet this person on this space cruise ship, which time out. So we just have space cruise ships now. This is the future right now. The oceans is not enough. Space cruise.
Yeah. I mean, come on, sir. I mean, it's so obvious. Like, why deal with water?
When you could be in the vacuum of space and die.
Yes, very easily. 2 things will kill you: being in the water or being in space.
Because being in space, you got to deal with space pirates. That's worse than dealing with water pirates.
You got to deal with space pirates, and the fact that all it takes is one busted hole in in the hull of your ship. And
let me tell you something. I know that was a big ship, obviously, and stuff, but like some of those explosions, I'm like, didn't blow a hole up anywhere to suck in that vacuum of space. Okay, it's a very durable ass ship here. Cool.
They're built for tough.
Sir, so you just said the future, so Hyundai tough.
Yeah, Hyundai tough, but
like a rock. Oh, like a rock.
Like a Korean rock.
I don't know any Korean songs, so I'm not about to fight.
No, I'm just saying like a Korean because it's Hyundai.
K-pop.
There he is.
That was the thing that kind of got me. I was like, so we went from you're hovering over the ocean to we're gonna fly into space. Yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. Got you. Like my life is totally because I totally want to stand outside and look at the emptiness of space. Got
yes.
You probably would, Chris.
Because when you want to use your last line of defense to take out the incoming evil.
I mean, you need the 4 storms that call Captain Planet. So
yes, exactly.
God, she was Captain Planet, wasn't she?
She was.
The love from Corbin Dallas is what heart.
Do you think you're echoing?
Am I?
Yeah, I hear the echo on your side.
Oh, dang.
It was very Captain Planet of the movie. I see you, Luke. You like Captain Planet. Cool. Did you get
protect the environment?
I'll punch you in the face.
I turn everybody into a tree.
Well, I don't know, man. Do I want Ted Turner Captain Planet or Don Cheadle Captain? I want to say Captain America, Captain Planet. Oh,
Don Cheadle.
I know, crazy Ted Turner. Kind of like that. The southern. I'm Captain Planet.
Him coming in on a zip line and the fact that he could easily get hit by a flying car. Nah,
the line from B&D when we saw that. Is that Ted Turner on the zip line? Ah, that's what that is. Zip line. Zip line. I got glass in my eye.
favorite part. No, my favorite part. Nigga in the bathroom. Captain Planet.
He's putting the face paint on.
Milla Jovovich is Captain Planet, and also her being a perfect human, she knows martial arts because she watched like 2 minutes of Enter the Dragon.
2 minutes, but she was learning everything so fast and quickly.
Also, did y'all like how the Wachowskis obviously watched this movie because she's sitting here being Johnny Five, snatching all the information on everything over the course of thousands of years, and you just happen to stop on Kung Fu. Like, oh, hang on.
pull up a video. It's like, bro, this is YouTube.
Microwaving whole ass chickens. Which I kind of want to know what was in those chickens. Was it just like a marshmallow chicken? Like that? That was kind of wild. Pretty wild.
Inflated tofu.
Nigga.
That.
Man.
Inflated tofu.
Because you can make tofu
like
taste
bread,
like anything.
Mostly water.
Well, you put a little hot sauce on it.
That's what I'm saying. Salt, pepper, in that junk. Like salt, pepper, cayenne pepper, something. A little paprika.
Also, white people, salt and pepper is not enough to season chicken. I want
chicken bouillon. Chicken bouillon. What about that?
Some bulldog.
Some good ass food spread in this movie, but too bad.
Splash of human, just to love out the seasoning.
Did you appreciate Zorg's gun, like multifaceted Swiss Army knife gun that has a flamethrower and also has the replay feature where bullets go back to his origin? Like, whoa, shit.
That's what I'm saying. That was my favorite part, where you shoot once at the target and then he shot it. He was like, ah, and it went right back to the target. I was like, I want that gun. How much? How much, nigga?
I want to know how much. First off, because the government needs it. Because they're going to want it.
Not to mention the tax on getting those the tax on getting return to your original weapon bullets is gonna be something else. But hey, in the year of busted ass notepad, anything's possible. Hell, for all we know,
somebody sat on a calculator.
That's what I meant to say. The year of
they went Sandman on the calculator, like.
I'm saying anything is possible. Hell, here's another one. Taxes might not be a thing.
That's a Star Trek thing right there,
it's
sir.
Funny.
It is.
Star Trek, they don't pay no goddamn taxes.
That's funny because we see a phone like this, like a skinny phone like this. These motherfuckers have phones built like this, thinking that it was futuristic, and I was dying.
D, you're not thinking futuristic enough. The phone would literally be this.
It's the fucking Zoolander phone.
Yes,
the Zoolander.
It's still a flip phone, and to get the G Fold equivalent, it'll be like this. This is the G Fold equivalent.
Hey guys, you remember when like Bluetooths were like this? Everybody made it sort of like this game changer, and then the realization kicked in. This is the stupidest fucking thing I've.
Well, they still make big ass Bluetooth earpieces.
Yeah, it's for guys that get their AARP.
It's uncles. It's for uncles.
Gotta wear the cookout slippers
at barbecues and cookouts. Thank you.
With the socks,
nigga. Or if you're feeling risky, no socks.
I hear
you. The socks and jeans.
Oh, the Michael Jordan jeans, too big.
Nah, I'm gonna say full. No, I would say full. I would say full dad jeans.
When the ankles ain't gonna be ashy, that's when you wear no socks.
Also, people of that age always don't wear the good New Balances. They wear the New Balances, like orthopedic New Balances. They don't even wear the good ones that's the DMV has. It's just the orthopedic.
No, they wear the New Balances, not the ones you buy at a Foot Locker, but the ones you buy from like Kmart or Marshalls or some shit like that.
I was saying, it's not even a good New Balance where it's like, oh, this is stylish.
All brand New Balances.
God, man, I like the fact that the DMV knows New Balances, and it's like, no, it's a specific New Balance. You can't just get any old New Balance. It has to be a specific one.
If it's not a 2002 R, don't even talk to me.
Don't try it. Don't even try it.
Now you can go ahead and be fancy and get your 1500s or the 9060s. That's about it.
Pretty much.
The fucking gatekeeping from us.
Hey, that's the one thing us black people need to keep gatekeeping is New Balances.
Nah, we gatekeep a couple of things.
Gatekeeping New Balances?
Bro, we gatekeep New Balances and phone posits.
about it. I mean, you don't see people in Japan wearing new foam posits.
Oh, yes, you do.
Oh, damn.
Yes, you do.
Damn.
So you better get game put on you, Chris. You better learn some games.
Aaron's got to have that cigarette. Like, let me hit you the game.
I'm just saying, bro.
You already.
Let me tell you something, young blood.
Gotta give him 2 finger.
I'm like, I'm gonna learn you. I'm gonna learn you.
I'm a learned.
I'm like, oh yes, they do wear foams over there. Is it like us in the DMV? Not exactly.
Not easy on that.
Like, not exactly. But them shit.
Come here, you
but them shits do be selling out.
Speaking of selling out, my man gave that crew. My man gave that crew them guns and said, "Don't press the red button." And after they fucked him over,
no. He said
you would think that they would have asked me what this red button does.
As soon as they go back to my boy, they go straight up, duh. He go to this dude doing this shit. I'm like, he about to do something stupid. He about to do something stupid.
Hey, Zork had the best pimped out scene. That's a wallpaper. Smoking. That was some Gary Oldman shit. I don't even think that was Zork. That was Gary Oldman. Like, I got a little badass.
Okay. I like how very 1990s the cigarettes was because, okay. Say this is a cigarette, right? The cigarettes were mostly filter and just a little bit of tobacco up there. I'm thinking to myself, how does that? And I thought to myself, this is before vaping, D.
That's Virginia Slims
there,
buddy.
Vaping. This is before marijuana was cool.
That's Virginia Slim. That is Virginia Slims.
See, that's something else. I hate to break it to you, D. In that timeline, in the future, marijuana, I believe, will be a synthetic thing. Synthetic marijuana will have taken over.
Why? Yeah. Look, first off, you said it earlier. We'd be dead by then. Why would I fucking care? But
I know. I know.
He's a downer, and he doesn't like Ghost in the Shell future.
I am a realist, sir.
Oh, now you're a realist.
I'm not being a downer. I'm just keeping it realistic. Because think about it. What if we do end up in Jetsons land where we're just above ground, where everything below the clouds is just evil?
If I know tech bros,
evil and death.
If I know tech bros, we're going to be sitting up here coughing in pollution while the 1%ers are going to be the ones in jets and clouds.
That was not me. I did not do that.
I mean, hey, it's the truth. It's the truth.
The 1%ers are sitting in these super above cloud high-rise apartments.
Actually, they would be, and they'd be the first people to die. Because here's the thing I've noticed, man.
Because you need beta testers, you see. You need beta testers.
Here's the thing. If you look at any of the projects that they've been trying to do out in Saudi Arabia and all the rest of these places in the desert where they're trying to make these utopias, hell, we heard even recently with Akon trying to make this whole little big ass resort in the middle of Africa and all the rest of that. The same way where it's like it's not feasible for any of this shit. But if it does become feasible, it's only going to be feasible for about 2 weeks before y'all rich niggas fuck it all up. so just
the fact that's I mean, but like him blowing that up, but it's just the fact that it's like, so you're just going to make an enemy of the people that you hired as bounty hunters. You know these type of people are going to come back like 100-fold, right? You know this.
Okay, watch your back.
It's exactly what it is. And it's like, yeah, because we're humans. We'll backstab an alien race in a heartbeat. Let's just be real. It's just...
Like, you know what, Chris, you say that. We make fun of the French. Actually, the French and Americans, we have history of doing that to everybody. What are you talking about?
Hey, we even did to France. Freedom fries. Come on,
Boy, the French. Look, you know how many African countries where the French did that shit too? Like, we want you to help us. You know, all of you,
Negroes.
We want you to help us.
Sir, don't do this to me. I liked Babar as a kid, and the fact that
No, you don't. No. Robot Chicken ruined it for me.
No. They were right because he's like, so is Babar just an allegory for apartheid and such?
Yes, he was.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it was. I love it. He's like, well, Susie, as you know, Babar, the revolution has begun. Only thing that was messed up about it was all the people that came in there were white people, so that kind of threw me off. But at the same time, it's still, come on, man, it's apartheid, nigga. We ain't stupid.
Growing up is realizing it's like you like the show as a kid because it's just elephants talking. So it's like, all right, cool, it's animals talking. You got me as a kid. You grow up and it's like, this is apartheid? Wow, sneaky bastards. They just put a message in there.
Say I never liked Babar. I can successfully say I never liked it. Madeline, I have a special place for it because my little sister liked it. So, I guess because my little sister was there, I liked it too.
Look, you already know I watch weird stuff. I watched The Adventures of Tintin and loved it. So there you
go. But Tintin is, yeah.
Probably like one of I don't know, 3 black people that watch The Adventures of Tintin. Like, come on now.
I don't know, man. You say that, man. All of our French listeners, yo. Remember that time? No, he don't. Don't stop mentioning.
No, he don't.
You don't know nothing.
Don't be mentioning adventures that the Americans never seen.
Also, so our blue alien lady. So let me get this right. Did you just go under anesthesia and they just said, "Fuck it, throw all the stones in your stomach"?
Why, yes.
Your alien acids didn't melt the bricks?
No, because of all things, it doesn't melt the stones.
Also, Chris, stop fucking thinking so hard. Think that's actually a bit of a plot hole for D2. It was like, wait a minute. I can believe that you are hiding them inside of your body. Let's talk about that process. Why were they there? And just to be honest with you, seeing that you're a diva and you're the biggest star in one of the biggest stars in all the universe, why would they hide something important inside of you like that?
First, but also,
I think a bum on Rygal 7 would have been the best person to put that inside of. Yeah.
I just want people to make it perfectly clear. I just finished playing Mass Effect 1 through 3, a game series that has aliens of different physiologies and stuff. And I'm questioning a movie that's kind of like Mass Effect with all the alien races. I'm like, her stomach, why would they wouldn't that? And I'm like, well, she's an alien. Why am I questioning this right now?
No, you're right. You're right. It's one of the things that we don't get no answer for. And I know because it's that type of movie where everything.
I'm not mad at it, but it is like. Yeah. It's like that was a weird flex there. Just like you're gonna, all right, sure, cool.
The one thing that gets me though is during that scene where she's down there singing, you get Lilu, who is like kicking everybody, all those aliens' asses and all that shit. She hides up in the vents because here comes Zorg and he's like shooting everything, and he does all that shooting, and then she's the end of the movie. And I laugh because it's like all of a sudden she goes from hiding to I need help, and all of a sudden she's.
So apparently she passed out because of stress. Stress.
Does she feel the emotion? You see,
well, she does feel emotions. That is
one
something.
Of those things where they kind of didn't explain it.
Yeah,
I get that she feels people different emotions and she has it on a different level, but they never really explained that to us. They were more concerned of having the quick anime moments of her taking off her top and people turning around embarrassing. They were more focused on that than telling us anything about her physiology or anything like that.
Those moments is actually funny because it's very rooted in she's naked and they turn her. I actually think that's funny. That was actually funny to me.
And it kind of sounded horny around my wife, but it's like, why y'all turning around? It's like 2000 XXXXX. Why would nudity mean anything to y'all?
I'm surprised Eris didn't say 2000.
No.
No, sir. I'm not going to mention the fact
the keyboard year.
No, I'm not going to mention the year busted calculator.
Dude, it feels very. Was it Mega Man Zero where it's like farther in the year 3XXX? And it's like,
yeah,
what?
I'm like, bro. At this point, I don't care.
Just give me a Buster Z Saber and we're fine. What are we doing here? Like, cool. Like, that's it. But nah, we get a moment. So Corbin Dallas, after he gets that, there's big action sequences. One of them being this famous Fabio space dude who is apparently deaf and can't hear, but he's like a sex icon somehow, some way. And I'm like, that was a weird subplot, I guess.
I love that part. Yeah.
He was like, "Get the gun, the gun."
No subplot with it. It was just one thing.
The gun. Yes.
It's like, I need the gun.
What he slid that nigga?
He slid him like two the pool balls.
He didn't slide my gun.
Oh, the cue balls.
The cue balls. He slid him two cue balls. He just looked at him like,
he's like,
all right. Hey,
it made no sense. Oh, speaking of that scene,
a lot of screaming. Mm-hmm.
The fit.
Defroze.
Nah, these internet is crapping right now. Like, sir, your internet is fried.
It is.
Boy.
Southern fried internet.
No, my man Ruby Rod the whole time is doing commentating, like an FTC commentating on the proceedings of just everything. And I'm like, okay, this would be entertaining if you're at home. Just like, what's going on out in space here? Gunfights. Crazy. And somebody's screaming into the mic very loud.
Time skip Kai Cenat over here.
Hey, that dress that you had on was pretty bomb though, I ain't gonna lie.
Yes. The roses.
The roses.
Yeah, it's the roses.
Surprised, like I said again, I'm surprised Prince didn't like take anything from that and use it. I'm really kind of shocked on that one.
Why would he?
Well, because Prince makes everything better. Come on now.
But why would I take
But why would I take my inspiration from a movie when the movie should be taking inspiration from me?
Yeah, Ruby Rod was in good hands with Chris Tucker because, Prince Ruby Rod would have been something.
Like I said, he would have never, his feet would have never touched the ground.
Hey, I will say the best money shot from this movie is Bruce Willis.
I keep on feeling there's just so many short jokes when you say that.
No, I mean like he would have been carried or he'd have been floating.
Tiny loses. He's on Tiny loses.
Prince floated anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
But nah. The one shot that he pulled on my man as the hostage negotiating, I was laughing because I was like, bro, that shit came abrupt like, anybody got any questions?
It's like, yeah, you really thought that I negotiate with terrorists over here?
Because the logic is if you kill the leader, then everybody's going to falter. And it worked. It was like, well, we're done. It's like, all right, cool. Now, I like the big FU that the aliens left Zorg when he tried to put that bomb down. And he realized the crystals wasn't in there, and he doubled back, and he stopped it, and it was like, nah, bro. Beep.
Like, oh, yeah, you cute. You thought that was funny.
We actually got a bomb over here that we just sat here, and you're dead. Done. Kind of anticlimactic, because I actually thought there was going to be some big fight with Zorg and them when they got to Egypt.
You thought it would have been? And I thought it was kind of interesting how he just like freaked out. It's not fair.
No,
like,
why?
What Looney Tunes shit was this?
This whole movie was Looney Tunes in the best way.
I mean, the movie was already well over 2 hours, so it was time to end.
Yeah, I mean, it was good, and there's this big thing where the evil is coming close to Earth.
Hold on, real quick. I understand Zorg stopping his timer at 4 seconds, but why, when they had their own bomb, it started at the 4 seconds that was left on the
Wi-Fi enabled.
There wasn't a what?
Hey, look.
I quit.
Look,
you won that one. I can't have nothing to come back on.
Hey, D, I wish you put the George Lucas clip in here. It's like poetry.
It's like poetry.
Rhymes.
Everything rhymes.
It does the thing where the word sounds like another word.
So when it goes to 4 seconds, then we hit the button, and then it's 4 seconds. You see. It rhymes.
Who established 2 + 2 = 4?
Terrence Howard told me 1 × 1 = 2.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. I put Jar Jar Binks in another one if you want me to. Fuck with me.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
And I put Indiana Jones in there too. I can combine characters. Sure.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go and spend time with my black wife.
He says that the most monotone way, and you're like, all right, George, do what you do. Cool. Gotcha. Black wife.
All right, George.
Yeah.
You got me.
Yeah. That's why I was cheating on her when God fucking Carrie Fisher. Yeah. Carrie gave good hand jobs.
She used the Force.
They weren't the best. But there was a lot of effort put into it, and I liked it, and I appreciated it.
Gee, I swear to God, if there's like an unauthorized story that he really did divorce his wife because of a Carrie Fisher hand job, I'm like, you Negro Damas, you.
Like I said, she used the Force.
Oh.
Steven Spielberg was right there.
Oh.
Steven Spielberg was right there the whole time. It's crazy.
Steven Spielberg was right there. He was right there. We were supposed to we was going to Eiffel Tower her, but he was like, no, something. I don't know, something Jewish. Anyway.
And he backed out.
Like the bitch
I
he
can
is.
say that. I can say that about my friend because he's my best friend. So we share a lot of jokes like that.
Apparently, you want to do this movie called The Goonies. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. It's kind of weird.
Nobody likes him. That's the way I feel about it.
I feel George Lucas and Steven Spielberg had a Prince and Michael Jackson beef, but it was just white. It was white people beef.
I mean, it would make sense because they both actually worked with MJ.
I'm just saying because it's like on the set of like Indiana Jones, Spielberg and George were like low key beefing on something. Like this motherfucker over here wants to put bears in Indiana Jones 3. The fuck is this?
To be a bridge here, George. I don't think that's. Why did you write him that way? I didn't write him that way. That's the character. That's who he always was.
But
your mom sucks cock. See, this is what I'm talking about, George.
Again, it's like poetry. So if they rhyme, every stanza.
That was George when he saw Fifth Element after watching an episode of Captain Planet before going to the theater. Eris is done. He is out.
Last I checked, none of you motherfuckers can hold me. You know that part. You know that part where he threw the Senate at Yoda. Yeah. That's what I do every day. Fuckers like you.
You know what's sick? I could see George Lucas doing Fifth Element, but it would be, I don't know if it would necessarily jive with like the sensibilities that this movie did.
It wouldn't, because here's how it wouldn't work. He would have to go through this entire movie with no Wilhelm scream.
Ooh, damn. You're right. I don't know, man. The Wilhelm scream would have probably happened when they hit the red button and then
The Wilhelm scream would have happened. The Wilhelm scream would have happened when Lilu went through the taxi cab.
But then we had to witness somebody falling.
True.
See, that's the whole point.
No,
the whole point of the Wilhelm scream is you see somebody clearly falling. You don't see them move their mouth or anything, but you just hear the scream.
Nah, the part where Tricky got blown up by Zorg, that's when you would have heard the
Also, a lot of trash in that airport.
That
what?
That
no,
that tracks.
What are you talking about?
No, that tracks. That 100% tracks.
Like that's LaGuardia, nigga. What are you talking about?
Nigga, you said wow. Somewhere somebody is screaming in New York.
Oh,
what did I do to deserve such disrespect?
Screams
about LaGuardia. Yeah, it's a piece of shit.
Scowls and Timberlands.
Scowls and Timberlands and Newports.
I know he's gonna say Gers and fettuccine or something like
Gers
that.
and fettuccine.
Oh god. So apparently, they saved the world in the movie with them having sex in a blue tube.
It's very James Bond like, didn't it?
Yeah, it really did. It switched gears.
The one thing I'll say that was kind of interesting for me watching the movie was I will never forget when they got to this part where they was trying to figure out what happens and all the rest of that, right? Like, how did he activate the stones, right? Yeah. Which is weird. You would think they would know it will be the elements, but whatever. They can't see the title like we can. But that was so funny. That was so funny. It was like, wait a minute. Wind, earth, fire, water. It's like yeah, all 5 of the elements. Me.
Oh, that's why they call it that.
Bro, I said that minute 1 when they dropped the title in the movie.
Bro, when he sat there, you know what one had me rolling?
It's the 5th element.
The shit that had me rolling, it's the whole scene of them setting up the bricks and all that stuff was funny because my man was just like, this is hopeless. Hey, something happened to this. All of a sudden he blew on it, and that's when everybody figured out the elements, and I was like, okay, got you.
Best part. Come on, my man. I gotta fire, my man. No, here's the best thing. We are sitting in the year punch your keyboard. And you mean to tell me you say the word matches? Matches? I'm like Soulja Boy. Matches?
Nobody had a flamethrower?
There's no lighters in the future.
Retro. It's retro future.
Ain't a bic around.
First off, sir, it's not a bic in the future. It's a Hyundai bic. It's a Hyundai bic. Hyundai bic.
Yes. That is very correct, sir.
Hyundai rules the world.
Okay? Hyundai bic.
I forgot. Hyundai rules the world. This is Earth. Powered by Hyundai. Brought to you by Walmart.
I like how Egypt is still the same even in the future. Like, it would have been very easy for them in Egypt in the future to be like, the pyramids are there, but it's like that kind of shit. I was half expecting there to be some flying cars when they got to Egypt. I'm like, so Egypt is Egypt.
So you wanted Egypt to look like Wakanda in the year of busted abacus. Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey, look. It tracks Wakanda. But nah, it's yeah. I was kind of half expecting it to like really be like futuristic Egypt, and I'm like, all right, still the same. Cool. I guess archaeologists are still thriving in this future. Clearly. They're still finding stuff. So, yeah.
Well, there's plenty of earth and water.
His sweat was water. That was enough water to quench that stone's thirst.
It is the Rubal Holly after all.
You goddamn Rubal Holly. God damn it.
That is my go-to anytime I want to talk about the desert. It's the RuPaul Holly from me.
I swear to you, me and Eris were in tears playing Uncharted 3, and that scene popped over. He's walking through like Lawrence of Arabia and shit, just like Nathan Drake is the luckiest person. My man was looking like Lawrence of Arabia and happens to open a door in an abandoned town, and my man was taking a leak and was like, shit, Drake.
And suddenly Drake got all this energy to go into a gunfight. This man over here about to die of thirst, and he goes into a full-on gunfight. That's why when we did the
that's when Naughty Dog was like, it's a video game.
No,
it's a video game.
No, that's why when I told y'all when we did the Daylight podcast, no, Stallone's character is not Nathan Drake.
Yeah, you're right. It's just that man was taking a leak and just said Drake, and I'm like, so you didn't even wash your hands? You just grabbed it, just.
Hey Chris, there's no real bathroom around. Shut up about the washing of the hands, all right?
Man, come on, Drake had to drink water that was undrinkable.
Oh, he drunk his piss.
If I'm Drake and I'm trying to prevent myself from
Nate drunk his piss.
Yeah. See, this
Bear Grylls that joint, bro.
This is me as Drake when my man didn't wash his hands and he tries to punch it.
Brother, what's that?
You wash your hands.
He touched me.
Like a nice chocolate covered strawberry.
Smells hot. Why does your hand smell hot?
Well. Oh God. Fifth Element, guys. Fifth Element.
Would that be awesome? You touched it. Like steam coming out of it.
I mean, now imagine if you will, if the movie ended on some till all or one shit after they destroyed the incoming evil.
Yeah, I like how all it took was the beam of sexy love to vanquish the evil, to where it would turn into, it turned into the. God damn it, Square Enix! You took the ending of Fifth Element and put that shit in Final Fantasy 13. Same shit happened in Final Fantasy 13. Planet's about to smash in. Oh shit, they stop it. That's exactly what it is. It was
fucking thing.
We're through the looking glass here, people.
Quick, somebody cast Holy.
Thank you.
Live stream.
Oh my
That's God. What that was, Chris. That was the live stream.
Anybody got any more potions?
Got ether?
I got mega elixirs and a couple Phoenix Downs.
No, Phoenix down, thank you. If anybody got a Phoenix down, this motherfucker.
Side note, there's an enemy in Final Fantasy X. You use a Phoenix down, instant death. Crazy, right? Crazy. But anyways, that's Fifth Element, guys.
Yeah, what we got on the docket for the next one?
You know what? I was looking around and trying to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do. I don't know. Fuck me. I really don't know. Shit. We had a whole wheel for this, and I don't even have a wheel set up for it. Okay. This is what we're gonna do.
What are we doing?
I'm thinking of two things. Am I thinking of the N word or am I thinking of feet?
Feet.
Both.
Damn, Chris. All right, this is what we do. Okay, I got the movies in my head. All right. Pick a number between 15 and 10, 15, 1 and 15.
8.
4.
God damn it, Chris. All right. Reservoir Dogs.
Oh,
we're
dude.
doing another Tarantino movie.
Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs was that era of the indie filmmakers.
Okay. Wheel of Tarantino. Turn. Tell us the
N word we should learn.
Number of feet I shall see.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Reservoir Dogs.
Actually, you know what? No. You know what? No. I don't want us to do Reservoir Dogs. What movie? Which Tarantino movie y'all guys really want to do? But
I don't mind Reservoir.
Which one? If you had to pick one, Chris.
Jackie Brown.
Was theirs?
No, see, when you said Reservoir Dogs, I don't mind doing that. That's my favorite movie.
I like Reservoir Dogs. Don't get it twisted. Like I like all.
All right, we do Reservoir Dogs. I was just making sure.
Look, I want people to understand.
There's a plethora of Tarantino.
I want people to understand.
I didn't know
that Reservoir Dogs came out in the 90s, obviously, right? I find it ironic that we had a moment in time where old movies were getting video games and stuff. So Reservoir Dogs had a video game.
Yep. It was supposed to show what happened during the heist.
Yeah, during the heist and everything.
What?
Basically, it fills in the gaps of what the movie itself implied happened during said heist.
When did this come out?
God, this was like PS3, 360 era.
Yeah, so that's when like the new Driver had came out around that time. And it kind of was in the vein of the old Driver games where you get in the car and then you're driving and stuff, that kind of shit.
Put it this way, D. Remember when PS3 and 360 were announced, and one of the I guess upcoming titles that was supposed to be a launch title was the Dirty Harry game.
Mm-hmm. That time, yeah. So that game.
Let's just say assets got recycled and it became the Reservoir Dogs game.
Yeah, so it was the Reservoir Dogs game, and then you had Rockstar was like, all right, we'll give you the Warriors game, which actually was the way superior game. I love that game. But yeah, Reservoir Dogs had that. But like Reservoir Dogs represented for the Gen Xers, like this revolution, because Kevin Smith puts himself in that category with him, Tarantino, my man that did El Mariachi, that whole series.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez, and stuff where it was like Reservoir Dogs was this groundbreaking film, like because the way the story was told, it was very unorthodox compared to what we were getting at that time, and that was Tarantino style right there from then on and stuff. Which Pulp Fiction was the one that really kind of put Tarantino in the stratosphere and stuff. But Reservoir Dogs, it's the one that people talk about, and it's kind of like you have to like really know and understand it, So.
And it actually helped out a couple of careers. Buscemi, I would say Buscemi and
Madsen
and Mike Madsen. I think both of them really benefited off of it.
Oh yeah.
And it was supposed to be the movie for your boy Chris Penn to really, because remember Chris didn't have nothing big except that dumb
Footloose.
Not Footloose. He was in the dumbass not the dumbass. The movie with Eric Roberts.
Best of the Best.
Best of the Best. He was in that for reasons, but yeah.
Chris Penn, martial arts.
For him and all that.
Yeah, Chris Penn, martial arts.
But it was an indie movie. It wasn't. But it is funny. Everybody talks about just Tarantino, and it was actually other people in that movie that actually brought it. Was a whole group effort, really. Tarantino was just the director of it, and his director style was just, it was the thing that got caught on. I think he still worked with with a couple of those producers up until like Kill Bill or something like that. But it was that movie. Me and Eris got like 3 moments in that movie for us.
Oh yeah, I mean
the fucking N words. You're not gonna die. Say the fucking word.
Words.
I know Steve Buscemi and that tipping thing is hilarious.
And there's another part in there that me and Eris that we quoted for a while. I forgot what it was, man. I forgot what it was. God, it wasn't the F. Yeah, I already said F fucking niggers.
Yeah.
There was another part in there. I forgot what we did. But yes.
Yeah, we're definitely that's going to be fun because it's been a while. Because didn't they do an anniversary box set? I remember did you have that?
Not the box set. They just released it on a 4K steelbook.
Really?
Yeah.
I tell you the one fun
Well,
thing. My car
sorry. The 4K steelbook came out earlier this year, and I'm pretty sure the only way you can probably get it now is off of Amazon. Unless you want to wait for Best Buy to put out a reprint. But they did do the steelbook.
I will never forget this as long as I live, and I always said, Eris, I'm so sorry. I never forget when I got my car stolen. That DVD was in my car. I was going to give it back to Eris, and they stole my car, and they stole that thing out with it.
They stole that. They stole the family. I gave you one of the Family Guy DVDs from the series, so that shit is forever gone.
I will never fucking forget that. You walk outside and your car is gone. It's like, what the fuck?
Hey, at least your car didn't get fucking stolen in front of you in the mall, and then it got burnt a day later. So
No, Miles is worse. Because they took my car for a joyride, and then these dumb asses pull right in front of the fucking car, right in front of the fucking police station and get chased.
Think about it. They were driving, a Dodge Neon with the governor taking off. They thought they had a chance.
No, they was driving a Dodge Neon with presidential tint because my black ass thought I was hood as fuck.
Yeah, that you gotta take the L on that one.
Diva's kind of rolling around like my man.
I asked for my car to get stolen when I.
Yes, you did.
Rolling around like my man from Boys in the Hood that killed Ricky and shit in that red car.
No, I thought you were about to say I was rolling. I really thought you was going to say I was rolling around like Bobby Lee with that Daewoo. I thought you was
man, Tank and his Daewoo. I'm behind the car pushing. Yeah, that was his name. I'll be the one behind the car pushing it up and down.
But yeah, Reservoir Dogs. That is going to be fun as hell to revisit. Watch Michael Madsen dancing and cutting ears off. So yeah, great. But anyways, that is it. And peace out. Dude, stuck in the